All right, today we're going to dive into something I think a lot of us feel, but maybe don't always have the words for. It's that deep, powerful need for solitude. We're going to explore this sort of silent language of being alone and why, for so many people, it's not about retreating from the world. It's about finding a sanctuary. So let's just start with a quick question. Have you ever gotten to the end of a long day? After all the meetings, the social events, just being on for everybody, and you just feel this overwhelming urge to take off a mask? That feeling? It's not just you, and it's more than just being physically tired. You know that mask we're talking about? It actually has a name. It's often called the social mask. It's basically the persona we put on to get through all our different social interactions. And hey, it's super useful, right? It helps us be polite or professional or friendly when we need to be. But wow, can it be emotionally draining to keep that thing on all day? So because of that social exhaustion, a lot of people feel this really strong, almost magnetic pull to just be alone. But here is the absolute key to what we're talking about today. This desire to be alone isn't about avoiding the world. It's not about being antisocial. It's actually about something much, much deeper. This is the core idea, right here. We so often think about solitude as a retreat, and that word has all these negative vibes, doesn't it? Like you're avoiding something or hiding. But what if we reframed it? What if we started thinking of it as a sanctuary? See, that's totally different. It's not about hiding from the world. It's about creating a safe space for processing and healing. It's a positive, active choice. And you know what? There's even a term for people who have this really strong need for self-reflection. It's called high-trait introspection. And all that means is that some of us just have a natural tendency to want to dive deep into our own thoughts and feelings. It's how we make sense of ourselves and, well, the world. Okay, so what is actually happening inside this sanctuary? What is this process all about? Let's break down what's known as emotional decompression. The magic really begins in what's described as a low-threat environment. For most of us, that's home. It's that one place where you don't feel judged, where you don't have to perform for anyone. And it's in that safety, that feeling of security, that the social mask can finally, completely just dissolve. And this builds into a pretty clear three-step process. First, you find that safe, low-threat space. Second, you just let that social mask fall away, whether you do it consciously or not. And third, and this part is so important, you just allow your thoughts to unfold naturally without trying to direct them or judge them. You just let them be. So we've let the mask down, our thoughts are just kind of wandering around. So what? What's the point? Well, this is where it gets really, really cool. Let's look at the powerful outcome of this whole process, how it fosters creativity and intelligence. First up, creativity. Think about it. When your brain isn't constantly reacting to emails and conversations and social cues, it finally has the space to make new, unexpected connections. This unstructured thinking time, that's the fertile ground where those aha moments and truly innovative ideas come from. And second, it actually builds your emotional intelligence. By taking the time to quietly observe your own reactions, your feelings, and your thoughts without judgment, you get so much better at recognizing those same complex emotions in other people. Real self-awareness is the foundation of empathy. There's this quote that just perfectly captures how this all works. It says that solitude works by letting thoughts unfold in their native form. It isn't about forcing yourself to have these profound thoughts. It's about creating the quiet space where they can just emerge all on their own. So how do we tie all of this together? Let's talk about the big takeaway here. Understanding this silent language of introspection and why recognizing its value is so important, not just for ourselves, but for everyone. So let's just quickly recap the core ideas. First, needing solitude is not an antisocial flaw. It's a completely valid psychological need. Second, our homes can be so much more than just a place to crash. They can be sanctuaries for some really vital mental processing. Third, this quiet time is what actively fuels our creativity and self-awareness. And finally, it helps to think of it as a silent language, a nonverbal way of making sense of the world. And ultimately, this isn't just about understanding ourselves better. It's about honoring this need when we see it in our friends, our family, our colleagues. When someone needs space, it's not a rejection. It is a vital act of self-preservation and growth. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. The next time you feel that pull towards quiet and solitude, instead of fighting it or feeling guilty about it, maybe lean into it and ask yourself, what is your silence trying to tell you?